Hey there, guys. Charging Ryuki here. You can't really see me all that well. Probably not. I'm driving home. I was thinking of, well, 'cause it's Good Friday today. That also Godzilla vs. Kong came out. I, based on what everybody at work was telling me, and also because Good Friday, it's a holiday. Normally, I believe, I remember I would normally get this day off, and everybody was calling Thursday Friday, so my plan was to also go watch the Ghostbusters movie as well, but that plan was thwarted when I walked out of the theater where I seen Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, and seen how full it was, and how there's more people were filing in, and I didn't want to sit there and wait to buy another ticket, let alone a bowl of popcorn this time. Godzilla vs. Kong was in 3D in the IMAX theater. And it was seeing it in 3D was a little different, but it was a enjoyable experience. This one, when it comes to the monsters and the fights, was better than the last one. It didn't rely on the human side of things all that much. I love the. I ain't gonna spoil it, but I loved the part towards the end. The one little part towards the end. I liked the beginning of it, and I liked how that little part ended. I think with the whole design, especially how Shimo looked and everything, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's kind of a little funny at the end, but it was pretty good. The end credits, I kind of assumed that they were going to go that route, or with that possibility, but it also depends on their execution. And I would like it to be more of a Godzilla solo film, and that they don't include Kong in it at all. That it has to be the G-Man. The next one has to be the G-Man no matter what. And I say that with all the reason, because if they're basically giving Kong a son, they need to give the G-Man a kid. Because why? That points them in a direction of a possible end. There's going to be another movie or two, or maybe more. There'll probably be another straight up Kong solo film. I'll not have to guess in the future. But in the next one, it has to be a Godzilla solo film. I don't care. Keep Kong out of it. But with the New Empire movie, I would give it an overall and an honest 7 out of 10. Still pretty good. Still recommend it. Still pretty good to watch. But I would expect that the next one to be a G-Man movie. It's got to be a Godzilla movie. Straight up. No Kong. Just Godzilla. And it also depends on how the story is written too. Because I know the director's already got the idea for a part 2. That's why the credits was there. But I would expect the director to choose it to be mainly a Godzilla, straight up Godzilla, one-on-one monster fight. Just him. You gotta have another solo Godzilla movie. And this is the one chance you can do that. Because if you're going in that direction, I'm not going to spoil it, so you got to watch it yourself. If you're going to go in that direction, do it right. Do it right. Write it so it makes sense and that it's enjoyable and that we get to see a badass fight. Because if you're going to go that route, you got to expect an amazing battle at the end, an absolute clash at the end. Because it's like if you're really going to go out and go that route, like you got to give Godzilla a kid. You can't really say that he's the only one of his kind left. There's always a reason. If you're using some of your inspiration from the original Toho movies of Godzilla, then, dude, do it right. Do it right. Have the design right. Do it right. That's all I ask. I absolutely love these movies, and we're going to get possibly a new generation, or I guess you could say a new generation, or a new, just a new version, like the Godzilla -1. We're going to get another one. It's going to be a few years from now. If you want a opinion between -1, Godzilla -1, and this one, I'm gonna have to put Godzilla -1 above Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. I'm gonna have to. -1 is number 1. Technically, it's the only 2 movies I actually went and seen this year. Are Godzilla -1 and Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. They're the only ones I've seen. I did plan to see Ghostbusters in theaters, and I might still go and watch it, but I didn't, especially tonight, I just didn't want to feel like, I didn't want to wait over an hour going through 20, 30 people in line with more people piling in, and, yeah, I didn't want to deal with that. I am also, when it comes to other things, if we're going to change the subject for just a second, other things. The Primal Fear Revival series is done. It is done. I will say this though, in reference to the extras, Primal Fear extras, Nova's Revenge needs worked on. If you guys played the original Primal Fear on how Pycon's revenge was, when you first fought him, it caused your computer to lag horribly. Like, really bad, to the point where it was possible frame by frame kind of thing. Where it was just like, it looked like it almost froze, but yet it was still somewhat running. I think there's something that needs to be worked on when it comes to Nova's Revenge. Because he basically run just like Pycon's Revenge in the beginning. And, yeah. You guys will see what I experienced as soon as all the Nuzlocke that I'm doing is done. As soon as all the Nuzlocke that I'm doing are done, then you'll be seeing all the art stuff I've been cooking up. Okay, I'm not gonna deny you of that, and hopefully I'll get my PC back, and you guys will see me do a series on Scorched Earth on ASA if everything works properly. Because one thing I will say is that the case was being redone, and they're also checking it over. But it's been basically 2 weeks. I still haven't gotten it back, and I still haven't heard from them. So I'm going to be sending them an email to find out some info. Yeah, I will say in this other series I'm starting on now, basically you'll see in episode 2 is where I start to try. I legitimately will try and start to make progress, despite the amount of deaths that I have right now. I've died more in the beginning than I ever had in Primal Fear at the moment. So that's no surprise there. But yeah, I will say this: Nova's Revenge, like even with the 40 series graphics card and my old PC, could not handle. Could not see. It seemed to me that Nova's Revenge, or when it evolved from Nova's Revenge to Nova God of Destruction, when it made that change, it was too much. I'm kind of spoiling things when it comes to their Primal Fear Revival series, but you'll eventually see it. You'll eventually see it. Because I'm planning on doing these series that I already have planned before I go back to ASA. Because I want to make sure that when I go back to ASA, that they've worked out the bugs on Scorched Earth, because you can expect that there will be bugs, there will be problems, but that's if they release it. That's a big if. They're supposed to be releasing it, apparently, from what I heard, on Sunday. So there's a big if. And there's other things I gotta do too, because there's other games I was wanting to try. And there's some games that work on my old PC, but then there's other games I would really want to play. I can't play because even on the loading screen, it's just a frame-by-frame mess. And yeah, it just won't work. It's too much for the old PC to handle. Which is why I got myself a new one in the first place last year and held on to it for so long. It's like I bought it in February, what was it? In January, and no, it was December. December is when I got it. I don't know, it was somewhere early in that year, and last year when I bought the PC, and I held on to it. I know I opened it to show you guys, but that video is no longer present. But I think one of these days, when I'm done recording stuff on the Xbox One, I will hook up. I will eventually open the box of the Xbox S that I have, that I paid with gift cards from Best Buy. I could have got the X, but nah. I want something that's a little easier for me to carry, especially if I end up moving. And plus, I didn't feel like I needed to spend an extra $100 on something that's pretty much the same fucking thing, just a little better. I won't be wasting money on a PS5. I mean, I barely touched my PS4. I mean, there's games on there like God of War and some other ones that I'm wanting to go back to and finish. But, I mean, hell, I think I bought the physical copy of Days Gone in a bundle with, damn, what was that other game? Kind of feel like an asshole for forgetting it. Damn, calling me a gamer and I can't even remember the name of a popular game that everybody freaked out over. The only thing I can remember off the top of my head right now is Joel. Is the name of one of the characters. I feel bad. I'm gonna get torn apart on that. But I bought the physical copy to both 1 and 2 of that game. I have them somewhere. I'm probably gonna have to find them because, like usual, when I put something down and I don't put it where it's supposed to be, I end up forgetting where it is, and then I spend forever looking for it. Meaning I also tear my house apart just trying to find it. But eventually I'll cut my own hair. I really need to. I mean, I make these attempts to play games that I've never played before, and even if I mess with them and I play with them, I never end up going back to them because I always go back to the games that I'm more focused on, more attached to. It's like when I'm done with the Nuzlocke, and if nobody wants me to do more of them, then I will go back to the Xbox One and start recording a lot on there again. And then once that's done, then I won't be doing any more recording on that, on the Xbox One. I'll be boxing the Xbox One, and in its place, I'll be putting the Xbox S there. Also, too, I spent the $17 to get this, to get the cup. So I got the Godzilla figurine. Probably one of the, like, normally I wouldn't do this shit, but why not? Why not? it's actually, pretty cool looking. I have no idea what the hell to do with it, but it's probably going to go somewhere. Maybe I'll keep it in my truck. Maybe I'll find a spot for it in my truck and keep it there. Even though it goes right on the cup, but I'll find a place for it, or I'll do something with it. But no, I thought I would go see Ghostbusters 2, and that never came to pass because I don't want to sit there and wait on people fucking taking their time, especially when there's like 30 plus people or more, with more coming in. I just didn't want to wait, because by the time I would get finally in there, either the movie would already be started, so I'd miss out on the beginning, and I didn't want to. I wouldn't even want to be there for another hour to wait for another time, because I had no other plans to go anywhere else. I just wanted to go to the movie theater, watch 1 or 2 movies, and then make my way home. Despite how nice it is, I deliberately would wear a sweatshirt. Deliberately. I mean, it's pretty nice out, but no, I'd be wearing a sweatshirt, because it's me. It's more or less of me preparing my body for the heat that I'm going to have to endure during this year, where I'm at. But no, I know there's probably going to be 1 or 2 of my friends who are going to watch this and probably say I should shave my beard. No, I am not shaving my beard. My beard is staying. I haven't shaved my beard at all in like 2 or 3 years. Now I want to. I comb it. I take care of it. But I'm not shaving it off. I could make one of them deals too, is that if this channel does grow, that if this channel gets to 1 million subs, then I'll do something. I'll shave my beard then, but this channel will never. I don't think YouTube would allow a channel like mine to grow to 1 million subs. I don't think YouTube would allow that. Something would have to happen for thousands, if not millions of people to watch what I upload. Especially all the ARC stuff that I uploaded in the past few years. I do intend to try and use other creatures besides what I've seen other people use in this new series. I will try, but if I have to go to the more reliable ones, then I'm going to have to. I don't know if all of them that are in this one that I'm doing now are breedable, because there's certain ones that I want to use, but I don't know if they're going to be breedable. Even if they are a modded creature, I don't know if they're going to be breedable. I'm going to have to find out if I can find one. So maybe I'll do that one thing too, where I will maybe go through the whole map again, because this is the fully updated Svartalfheim on Ark Survival Evolved. Not the additional stuff that Nakatis has made for ASA, but this is the fully done Svartalfheim on Ark Survival Evolved. So I might go through the process and go through the whole map again. Maybe I'll do that. It wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's a grindy process when you're gathering all the extra materials for all the other stuff. Getting the artifacts shouldn't be that bad. I think I did the artifact caves without using a creature, so it shouldn't be that bad. I know in the last cave I remember dying a couple times before I succeeded. But that really depends. I think I did. Every time I go in there to do a little grinding on that series, just to gather more materials, it's like I tamed a couple creatures. A couple of them died almost fucking immediately. As soon as I got them, I go out to go gather some stuff and get some materials. Next thing I know, I get myself into a situation I can't fight my way out of, and I get killed almost instantly. Literally, as soon as I get out of the safety of my area or where I'm at, 2 seconds later, dead. Well, crap. So needless to say, trying to tame something that you need, especially a mate pair, so that way you can breed an army to take on the first tier boss, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. But I think I've dragged this on long enough. I'm going to have to cut here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.